Muy buenas, ¿qué tal? Estamos aquí, volvemos en The Witcher 2 y vamos a continuar justo donde lo dejamos, que teníamos que hacer como un ritual. Sí, venga, le damos. Volver al atardecer, vale. Espérate, tiempo de espera. Al atardecer en mediodía, ¿entendemos? Mediodía, coño. ¿Probamos ahora? Al atardecer, ¿qué es para ti? ¿El anochecer para ti es el atardecer? Volver al atardecer, pero ¿qué cojones es para ti el atardecer, tío? ¿Qué es para ti el atardecer? Espérate, voy a buscar a ver a qué hora hay que hacerlo. Joder, macho, empezamos bien, ¿eh? Vale, se supone que es a las 9. O sea, sé las... ¿Qué dices, tío? Tengo que esperar, joder. ¡Oh! Ya me deja. Y es... Vale. Beber elixir. Poción del visionario. Beber. Ya está, ¿no?
I'm too old for this.
Vale. Eh... am, Pero... Ah...
Don't know that anybody needs to know about that one.
Cuéntale tu visión. Las notas del visionario 1. What? Espérate, inventario. Las notas del visionario. Debo arrepentirme, tras años de vivir equivocado. Ningún vicio militar era demasiado perverso para mí. Durante mis años de servicio abracé el juego, el alcohol, la pereza, la mentira y las palabras malvadas. Arrebaté la vida, y no solo cuando se me ordenó. Era cruel. Hoy veo con claridad que estaba sumido en la oscuridad, lejos de la luz. La señorita Sabrina Glesivig, radiante y pura como una diosa, brillaba como la luz de una vela en la noche más negra. Siempre apoyó a los soldados y trató de guiarme por la senda de la rectitud, pero yo estaba ciego. ¿Cómo bajo de aquí sin matarme? Puedo saltar. Bueno, pues bien, pues a tope. Por cierto, me ha parecido ver un momento, ¿eh? Armadura. Ah, pero es un vale, o sea, no es una armadura. O sea, es el caparazón del arachas. Es un trozo del bicho. No. Del bicho. Es un trozo. Vale, no es un. Vale, no, he hecho una armadura con un trozo de. No. Entiendo que es por aquí. No, las arpías otra vez no, ya os he matado. Deja de cruzar las velas, no me podéis hacer nada. Ojo. Guárdame esto, anda. Las notas del visionario 2. Clavamos a la señorita Glesivig en la rueda, perforamos sus manos delgadas y estrangulamos su estrecha cintura con una cuerda. La pira se preparó de antemano. Hensel se reía y nos animaba a burlarnos de ella, y así hicimos. Mientras las llamas acariciaban la madera, la miré a los ojos, pero no vi miedo en ellos, solo paz. Temblé por primera vez. Volví a temblar al ver las llamas pasar hambre. El fuego no aceptaba a la víctima. Luego Hensel ordenó alimentarlas con más madera. Las ramas estaban mojadas y nos picaban los ojos del humo, llenándonos de remordimiento. Pude ver a la señorita Glesivig asfixiarse a través de las llamas y temblé por tercera vez. Agarré una lanza utilizada para empujar la madera en la pira. Sin pensar en el calor, ascendí por la madera en llamas y le atravesé el corazón. Así me transformé en el fuego. Espera, que aquí hay una nota. Fue este el que las... Uy, no. Fue este el que la mató. El que la atravesó. Hensel se puso furioso conmigo por haberle arruinado su espectáculo. Me golpearon brutalmente. Pronto me destituyeron de mi cargo y los que consideraba amigos se volvieron en mi contra. Comencé a beber más que nunca y la pereza se apoderó de mí, por lo que me castigaban habitualmente. Pasaba todo el tiempo libre en soledad, hasta que un día, mientras estaba sentado con una botella de licor inmundo mirando fijamente a una vela que chisporrotea, comprendí que todo aquello había ocurrido por una razón. Sentí la llamada. El parpadeo que la señorita Glesivig había encendido en mi interior se extendió por mi corazón y ardió con la llama de la fe. Señor.
Huh? What other matters?
Oh,
Why do you need so many candles? Why not build a campfire?
This is Sabrina's flame. Its light protects us and guides us soldiers every step.
Did you rob a convoy of wax sellers?
I make the candles myself. I give them to anyone looking for protection within the flame of courage.
The valley's been engulfed by a battle of specters. Know anything about it?
It's a place of horror. You can still hear the sound of steel and the cries of the dying. If you want to soothe their pain, you have to believe that Sabrina is watching over you benevolently.
I won't achieve anything without some memory tokens. Magically active conduits left by those who fell in battle. They're supposed to symbolize faith, courage, hatred, and death.
Faith. I don't know what those soldiers believed, but their faith didn't help them. They were deceived. Courage, hatred, and death. There was too much of all of them, especially death. But I remember a knight who, ignoring the danger, led a handful of soldiers against overwhelming enemy forces. Seltkirk of Gullet, Demaven's champion. When Vandergrift's cohort cut him off from the rest of the army, he attacked the visitor fearlessly. If you're looking for a symbol of courage, find Seltkirk's armor.
esto es para ir afinando, entiendo, el tema de las movidas, ¿no? No sé.
Is Jahan still around?
Jahan is dead. He didn't deserve to bask in the glory of the lady.
So Sabrina's mercy has limits.
You don't know what you're talking about, Witcher.
Who are you?
Our descendants will decide who we were when they see what we've left behind.
I did what you asked.
Tell me what you saw.
Un bosque extraño y una gallina gigante.
You may think I'm as mad as you are, but in my vision I walked through a
Champiñones o pollas, no sé muy bien qué era, pero sí,
giant
también.
chicken walked between them, pecking at the underbrush.
You have no idea how happy I am. I've been having this vision of a giant hen among mammoth mushrooms for weeks. I thought I'd lost it, gone insane. Turns out my herbs must have gone off. I need to gather new ones, but that's my concern. Ask me what you will.
You must know a lot about Sabrina Glevisig's death.
Sabrina the Martyr left the world of the living to protect us all.
Vale.
Did you hear about the curse Sabrina cast on the king?
Of course. A well-deserved punishment, a ghostly spell from her crimson lips. The king concocted a cruel fate for the sorceress, humiliated her, made her suffer the flames. Bound to a wheel and placed on the stake, she suffered in a way unimaginable to ordinary humans. But when the flame reached her maiden waist, not a single cry could be heard, only words foretelling King Hensel's imminent demise. Let a shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a braid of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales, turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate thousand-year-old rules, prompting a just punishment. Sabrina suffered so badly that a merciful soldier ended her torment.
Él.
Thrusting his spear into her aching heart.
¿No?
Why the candles? What's the difference between Sabrina and other mages burned at the stake?
Others were strong in life. Her power bloomed when death wrapped its steely arms around her. She took the soldier who ended her suffering under her kind care. He never had to fear walking alone in the dark again. Have you seen the area? It's full of beasts and monstrosities.
Ah, no.
Jahan, the merciful soldier, has walked in the blaze of our power ever since.
Pues sí, es
No
él. Es
creature
que...
born of darkness can get close to him.
Any chance of finding that spear?
It was so long ago, Witcher. But I believe the spear went to another soldier.
Ese le conozco.
Bugger sells relics from Our Lady by the
Me dijo que él no lo sabía, el hijo puta.
Now, back to some other matters. Tell me again what you know about Sabrina.
Ah, pero esto es lo mismo, ¿no?
Exactly do you want to know?
So long.
Chao. Consigue la punta de lanza del vendedor de reliquias. ¿Será hijo puta? Dejadme en paz. No, dejadme en paz, cabrones. ¿Me dejéis? Hijos de puta. O sea, no se acercan al campamento por lo que sea, ¿verdad? Hombre, entiendo que por no joder las misiones y tal, pero quiero decir, no tiene mucho sentido que los demonios respeten el campamento, ¿eh? Otras criaturas, vale, con conciencia y tal, pero esto es como lo ven y van, no ven el peligro, ¿no? Entiendo. Tú, hijo puta.
Relics, artifacts, trinkets and talismans, hallowed and highly valuable.
I know you have the spear Jahan used to pierce Sabrina's heart.
I told you about that, and I thought the old freak was trying to forget the sins of his past.
You know Jahan well?
He despises me now, but things used to be different. We were called up at the same time. We fought under Hensel together. But I managed somehow while he hated it. Why did they send him to that ferocious battle? He was the worst dumbass in the entire army, but he outlived the best soldiers. Covered in shit, piss, snot and tears, and still he survived. He cracked when they burned Sabrina. A beautiful end to a fucking beautiful day. Then he went to the dogs. He pissed away all he had on drink. I was the fool who followed him and brought everything he pawned around the inns. That's how I got the spear.
Vale, pues ahora dámela.
I need that spear.
Tough luck, Witcher. I last saw it a few years back.
What happened to it?
Look how similar we are. You want knowledge, I want coin. And we both need help to get what we want.
How much?
What are your customary takings on a contract? I'll gladly accept but 1/2 of that.
Tell me about her.
After all, business is going well. You see, when Jahan lost his head for Sabrina, I bought the spear from the innkeeper. The donkey's ass pawned it in the inn. He drank like a fish. By then, Jahan had already hidden in the hills where no one dares to venture. Some call him the Visionary, but in my book he's just a nutter. Beats me why the beasts don't attack him. A fisherman who supplies the canteen said that some monsters hate the smell of fish oil. Jahan makes candles out of it.
What did you do with the spear?
Sorry to say I lost it in a dice game. Shame, because today it'd fetch a good price. I lost the spear to a soldier who later fought the squirrels in the forests of the Pontar Valley. He told me he'd used it to kill some Scoia'tael big shot. I heard the shaft cracked as if there'd been some fucking jousting tournament. The most interesting thing is that big shot is still alive. I heard he's now with that vixen from Edern. Some frigging commander.
Pero...
Elves are weird creatures.
no me ha dicho el nombre, ¿no?
Maybe he still has that spearhead.
Yorvith.
You know him.
I'll tell you for 100 orens.
Bah!
Oh...
So long.
¿Qué dices tú? Tengo que hablar con... Tengo que conseguir hablar con Yorvith. ¿En serio? Tendrá un asco que no me puede ni ver. Habla con Deathmold sobre la niebla de las apariciones. Pero... madre de Dios, tú.
We'll have to
No tenían un elfo secuestrado. Ojalá sea Jorveth. Me lo van a facilitar mucho.
I think I know how to free the king from his curse.
¿Ah, sí?
Well then, let's get to work.
Can't do anything until I have the spear the soldier stabbed Sabrina with. Problem is, it's in the hands of a Scoia'tael commander named Jorveth.
I know this, Jorveth. Are you certain this is the spear?
Mm-hmm. I last saw him back in Flotsam.
Jorveth is in Vergen, Witcher, along with most of the Scoia'tael from the area. They've joined that peasant girl's insurgency.
Jorveth part of a peasant uprising? It doesn't make sense.
There's only one way to confirm or disprove it. You must cross to the other side of the mist. What of the other artifacts? Do you know them all?
No, ¿verdad?
Not yet.
No.
In that case, you must wait until you've learned everything before crossing. It's a dangerous voyage, not one to attempt twice, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say.
Vale, o sea que vamos a esperar. Habla con Deathmold sobre la nieve. Vale, vamos a esperar entonces. Vale, pues tenemos esa preparada. Busca el lavandero. Madre de... ¿Pero y esto? No me lo indica, ¿no? Vale. Espera que se desarrollen. Aprende más. Habla con el elfo. No me lo marca. Símbolo de fe. Rompe la maldición y luego habla del medallón. No puedo. Aguarda la oportunidad de cruzar la niebla. No puedo. ¿No? Para hacerte una espada. Escúchame un momentito. Una espada que tiene la asesina de dragones. Espera, ¿qué es esto? Ah, vale, lo de las notas. Banderola del estandarte de Dune. Al otro lado de la niebla también. O sea, está todo al otro lado de la niebla. Pues vamos a hablar y vamos a decir de atravesar la niebla.
I've got to get through the mist, or I can't lift the curse.
I shall supply the white flag when you set out as our emissary. The lass is reputedly honorable. She'll welcome you, invite you to a feast, and with a bit of luck you may even plough her.
You're sick, Deathmold.
They say she's very pretty. Peasant girls not to your liking?
Not your concern.
In case the elves lack an understanding of diplomatic symbolism, please also take this armor. With His Majesty's blessing, I might add.
A king's concern can be boundless when his life depends on that of another.
I spent some time working on this recently. This little marvel will guide you through the fog and provide a...
Ah, no, yo tenía la armadura que era un símbolo también, ¿no? Esta armadura era una movida de símbolo chungo. Ve al otro y consigue la punta de lanza. Esta armadura era... Espérate. Espera. Había una cooperación entre las... Es que no sé quién es este, tío, pero bueno. Fragmento de armadura de Skeltikirt. ¿No es mío? Fe, muerte, odio... ¡Ay, coraje! Creo que el de coraje es el que tengo yo. Es la armadura esta. Creo.
Good to see you, old rogue.
Why the long face, Sultan?
Everything's fucked.
The only sight worse than a sad dwarf is the sight of a very sad dwarf.
I don't suppose you have any vodka?
I see things are worse than I thought.
I feel like a monkey in a cage. Those pricks act as if they've never seen a dwarf before.
If you need a change of climate, come with me. I'm on my way to Vergen.
You say that as if you're going to the brothel round the corner. Forgetting about the spectres?
I may have amnesia, but I remember the curse.
Well, all I get around here is non-human midget and the like. And I've dwarven brethren on that side. Sure as shit, I'll take Saskia over that prick Hensel too. You really willing to help me cross?
Of course.
You know, Geralt, I have a feeling that Vergen's where I should be.
I get you. Let's go.
How do you plan to get through the fog? Thought it was suicide to venture into it.
Death Mode gave me a protective amulet.
Throw it out! I wouldn't touch anything belonging to that dick.
The magical potential of the talisman will cause a local interference in the astral projection, creating disharmony where the two dimensions of reality meet.
Meaning?
The mist should part to let us pass.
You should have put it like that to begin with, instead of all that crap about astral bodies. I'll go with you.
Vale. Una cosa. Inventario. ¿Me ha dado una armadura? Bandera de un emisario, amuleto protector, armadura. Es mejor que la mía. Me la quedo. Me la quedo. Me la quedo. Ay, espera, que he conseguido un nivel. Vamos a ver qué liada... Bien. Hemorragia. Puede estar bien. Perfecto. Uy. Gracias por... Pero será hijo de puta las que no se me cierra la puerta de la cara.
I can't wait to have some proper ale instead of that piss water to drink in the Kidwinny camp. Thanks again, Geralt.
La niebla es por... Aquí. ¿Parece? Sí. Hostia. Pero no se supone que... Pero no se supone que se disipa la puta niebla, tío. ¿Por qué no se disipa, tío? Tengo que equiparme... No. No. Pues ni puta idea. No dejan de venir. Es que ve a Vergen, pero no me marcas tampoco dónde cojones está Vergen. O sea, yo tiro por aquí. Y vamos a ver qué pasa. Entiendo, es que no sé yo muy bien dónde cojones está Vergen. Yo tiro millas. Y ya veremos. Y Zoltan, no sé, espabila. O sea, no sé, yo voy a estar ahí cuidándote. Otro cambio, ¿no? De pantalla. Vergen. Vergen.
Never again. Fucking fog.
Look at it this way. You'll be able to brag about seeing the ghostly fog from the inside for the rest of your life.
I'd rather brag about how I ploughed 3 wenches at once in my youth. Kill him! Adon! Stop! You're making a mistake!
A mistake? Interesting. There's a war on. Don't know if you've noticed. And wars are won by killing foes. Or do I have it all wrong?
The Witcher's a messenger. On his way to see Saskia.
Not your typical messenger.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but we had to pass through an atypical fog in which your typical messenger would have shit just before he...
Enough! We'll not let you inside Vergen. But you can deliver your message to the commander of the watch. He's stationed by the town gates.
Ploughing typical elf. Come on, Geralt.
Vamos a ir al... Ah, vale, digo, en plan mátalos o en plan qué. Porque, claro, Que les den. Digo, hostia. A ver, que son muchos, por aquí. Sí, ¿no? Sí, son el camino del mapa. Ahora reconduce por aquí, a la izquierda.
Why, it's Geralt of Rivia and Zoltan Chive. Pinch me, Burden, for I believe I've dozed off while on duty.
Could be an illusion, eh? Or some spectres from the battlefield have lost their way. Maybe we ought to tickle them with an axe, just to be sure.
I'm afraid there's no mage out there who can conjure up the Witcher's mug, nor the aroma of Zoltan's beer-soaked beard.
Yarpin Zigrin. Lice eat me if I'm not delighted to see that horrid mug of yours.
This lad here's scaling Burden. Geralt, what are you doing standing there as if you've swallowed a halberd? Got a hug for an old mate?
Greetings. Triss has told me a lot about you.
We Marigold? Ha! How is the lass?
No sé quién eres.
Let me tell you, Scalen, this here Witcher's the very embodiment of chivalry. All the Selkirks of the world can't hold a candle to him. And you know why?
No, but I got a feeling we're about to find out.
Me? A knight? I'd sooner call Zoltan a show dancer.
Well then, listen everyone. At the time, we were escorting Caedwene army convoys through the Sherwood forests. Aye, we served Hensel once, though all was for coin. Anyways, the Witcher was on the road as well, with Triss and Ciri, heading south. The lass, I tell you, was a demoness incarnate. Pure pepper on her feet, and healthy as a horse. But the sorceress fell ill. Some terrible pestilence held her, gave her the runs. The woman needed to go every 5 minutes. Never seen anything like it. And I've had my share of gut rumblings. This one time, I roasted an old ailing gerbil and...
Oi! You promised us a chivalrous tale.
And I'm delivering it, lad. In any case, the Witcher would carry her into the bushes time after time. He treated and cared for her, cleaned her, bathed her.
Sounds normal to me. A man looking after his woman. It's too much to call it chivalrous, Yarpin.
Ah, wrong. Triss weren't his woman. Not his wife nor lover. She was sick and in need of aid. And he was on a secret mission. Might have left her in some city, might have gone off on his own, but he didn't. Know why? Because he's got a heart of gold. He truly cares. A lad like you, Scalen, don't know that being a knight's not just about thrashing around in full plate, a long sword in hand. It's not just about fighting duels and winning tournaments.
I missed hearing your bullshit, Zigrin.
I don't believe anyone else has tried to tell me that story.
How is the wee Marigold, anyway?
Not great. The Kingslayer kidnapped her.
Oh, damn the dogs. That's downright terrible.
I suppose it's no coincidence you're here.
Una banderola.
Any idea where I might find the Dun banner?
Try the Netherworld. The whole unit was cut down during the battle 3 years ago.
I meant the unit's standard, which symbolizes death.
Ah, that makes it a lot easier. We buried it with the remains of the Caedwenes.
Where?
Just outside Vergen. I'll mark it on your map as the road could get confusing. Strange things are afoot in those crypts, Witcher. Caedwene ghosts scaring off our folk. That would be normal since they were invaders. But one's some kind of amateur historian, asking all that venture there about the battle and the Dun banner.
I'll look into it. Thanks. I have to see Saskia.
To what end?
To dispel the mist of wraiths, I need a few magic artifacts.
What's Saskia got to
La
do
espada,
with
¿no?
that?
Her sword is one of those items.
And what do you suggest I do? Yorvith and Saskia banned us from letting strangers in. And here are 2 old mates come over from the other side who want just that. A lose-lose situation if ever I've seen one.
That ought to be easy to get around.
Cow pies ought to be easy to get around. yet we don't always succeed.
I'm staying here, Yarpen. I want to join you, enlist. Will you have me in the Dwarven Brigade?
Will I have you, Chiefy? Will I plough and have you? Why, I'll make you a fucking commander, you cocksucker! Problem solved. Scalen, you're my witness. Zoltan's no longer a stranger.
Aha.
All right. Now I'll introduce you to Saskia, and you can try to clarify the story with a sword for her. Or whatnot.
Don't you fret about the sword, Geralt. I promise to ascend to the fucking heights of oratory. Be soft as a mink, cautious as a novice strumpet. I'll get you that blade if I have to shave my beard off.
All right then. See that, Scalen? We were headed for a tragedy.
Now we're headed for a comedy.
Ah, youth these days, lacking hope and heart. You know what Zoltan and I saw at Brenna, lad? To us, there's no such thing as the impossible.
Vale.
Triss could be somewhere in this area.
Plague. I've not seen her 5 years, must be. Since that day they proclaimed you dead. Last saw her in Rivia, in any case.
From what I've been able to establish, the Kingslayer forced her to teleport the two of them to this area, and she's not on the other side of the fog.
What did this Kingslayer look like?
A huge, bald witcher. Wears a medallion with a snake on it.
Sorry, Geralt. Doesn't even ring the tiniest bell, any of that.
I might know something. This drunk in Vergen claims he saw a redhead fall from the sky somewhere among the ravines. And then he said the sorceress Philippa Eilhart came around looking for this woman.
Shriveled old minx.
She sent her servant and some peasants to the ravines after her. But they came back empty-handed. Now Philippa's servant maid's gone, leaving the sorceress angry as a wasp. She even turned one of the plebs into a pig. I spoke to one of those peasants. He claims the lass was no servant, but an Nilfgaardian agent. And she apparently found something in those ravines. Maybe it was Triss. And maybe it was that witcher. Madame Eilhart, or the old minx as Yarpen calls her. Knows she's been duped and can't forgive herself for it.
Did the woman flee south, deeper into Edirn?
Fucking hell! She came out the main gate no more
Hostia.
than an hour ago. Headed straight for the fog. Thought she might be out to do some magic probing or whatnot.
She knew a bit of magic. She might have crossed.
I guess I need to visit Shillard when I get back.
Vale. Yorveth.
How's Yorvith? Any chance I might run into him?
Minimal. He follows Saskia around like a once-neglected pup. Eyes on her at all times.
Ah, para la
At least the
lanza.
lass is well protected. What do you seek from Yorvith? Last I heard, you weren't exactly chummy.
You heard right. But when I last saw him in Flotsam, he had something I need to lift the curse.
Even if you see him, I doubt he'll give you anything out of the kindness of his heart. Perhaps Saskia can convince him?
Guess I don't have much of a choice.
Vale.
It's nice to talk to you all, but we've got things to do.
Ah, that's life. Open the gate. I've got to fetch me a certain sword.
Wait a minute. If by some miracle you obtain that cursed blade, I'd advise you not to parade it out the main gate past the squirrels.
Got another solution?
There's another passage. I'll mark it in the Witcher's map and show you myself. Sound all right to you?
It does. In the meantime, I'll look around for that flag.
Prime, I'd say.
Off we go then.
Vale, entonces tenemos que buscar la entrada a la catacumba y la banderola. Consigue... Vale, espérate. Vamos a empezar por la lanza. La banderola, vamos a empezar por ahí. Primero por la banderola y luego ya miramos movidas. El camino que lleva... No. Escúchame un momento.
How do you see? Do the gods favor ladies?
Gods never favor
Aquí hay algo que no estoy entendiendo. ¿Cómo leo yo el mapa? Exactamente. Pero tengo que ir... ¿Atrás? ¿Qué? No. Busca la entrada a la catacumba. ¿Pero el mapa? Me indica la niebla. Ah, que si tiro para atrás veo... Ah. Sí, pero fijaos que me indica... Indica la niebla, ¿pero por qué? Ah, porque a lo mejor está por el camino antes de... ¿no? Espérate un momento. Ah. Espérate, ¿y esto de por aquí? Según el mapa puedo pasar por aquí, pero es mentira. Pero si vengo por aquí ya empieza la niebla, ¿no? Por ahí empieza la niebla. Y si me vengo por aquí... Antigua cantera. Pero ¿y esto?
Did I hear you mention a job?
Indeed. One
¿Que
very
has mencionado un
much
trabajo?
more
¿Cuándo?
alive.
¿Dónde? ¿De qué? ¿Qué dices?
I know a collector in Vengerberg. He
Pero-
pays well for all kinds of monster-related curios.
Ericus venom? Necker hearts? Sounds doable.
Harpy feathers.
Tengo.
Uh-huh. Why feathers?
I never asked. Got the order,
Tengo,
and
¿no?
that's that. Interested?
What kind of coin are we talking about?
Why don't we do a test? Bring me a bundle of fine feathers, for which I'll pay you, and if we're both satisfied, we'll figure things
Sí que
out.
saqué las
He's gonna want
arpías.
more than a bundle? That'll mean a lot of traipsing around.
A few more, yes. So?
I'll keep my eyes open, but no promises. I've got more important things to deal with.
Recoge 12 plumas.
I've got your feathers.
Wonderful. Excellent quality. Just what I needed. I'll pay for each and every one. If you're in need of coin, just bring me more.
Harpies have become rare in this area.
I'm not sure I understand.
Supply drops, prices rise.
By how much?
Pay me 1.5 times as much and we've got a deal.
You must be mad. I'll not give you that.
You said this was Witcher's work, so either agree to my rate or find yourself another harpy specialist.
So be it. I shall pay you more. Where are you headed?
A 60. ¿Qué guarrada es esta? ¿Haz pintura? No, ¿qué cojones es? Buah, no quiero saber tu movida, Escúchame, no, pero yo quería el tema de la muerte este. Pero y todo... ¿Y este camino, tío? Pero es que, escúchame, yo tengo aquí una problemática, que es que no sé llegar a la movida del símbolo de muerte, a las catacumbas esas raras. ¿Sabes? Erinia. Pero... es que no sé cómo llegar a lo de las catacumbas. Hay nidos y tal. Y bajo hasta ahí. Y hay más movidas. Pero... ¿por qué no me deja cogerlo? No lo entiendo. Vale. Escúchame, tío. Busca la entrada a la catacumba y la banderola oculta dentro. Pero ¿por dónde? Espérate, mapa. Vale, espérate porque parece que por ahí hay otro camino. Un momento, Espera, que me miro bien. No, diario no, perdón. Mapa. O sea, vuelvo por aquí. Pero es que por aquí está la niebla. Y por esta bifurcación, la niebla empieza más abajo. No, espérate. Por esta bifurcación no. Joder, diario no, coño. Mapa, por favor. Claro, tengo que por aquí. Porque es que por ahí no me deja, hay arbustos. Claro, ¿ves? Aquí empieza la niebla. Y yo me tengo que colar por aquí. Pero las catacumbas están en donde quita, hostia, en lo del campamento. ¿Dónde estoy? ¿Por dónde es? Espérate. Mapa. Pero... no aparece la zona de la misión, tronco. Y ya aquí me quita la vista, tío. Pero qué puta mierda es esta. He leído algo de salir por el noroeste de la ciudad. Verás tú. Verás tú lo que va a ser esto. Verás tú esta mierda cómo va a estar hecha. Guarda la puta espada. A ver, llegamos a la ciudad y hay que salir por el noroeste. Entiendo que es... pues tiene que ser por aquí. Esta puerta se abre. Esto no se abre. No, greetings no. Ábreme la puta puerta. ¿Cómo que greetings? Gilipollas.
Witcher, finish your dealings, friend, before they turn into real problems.
Pues anda que el mapa está clarito, La madre que os parió. Joder. Si tiene pinta, ¿no? No podía salir de otra forma. Y las catacumbas, esto es una mina. Bueno. Parece... puede valer, parece que nos estamos acercando. Y me pilla en línea recta. Pero esto lo puedo cruzar. No, ¿verdad? No, pues genial. Espérate, a ver, ¿cómo rodeamos esto? Por aquí puedo cruzar. Vale, bien. Madre mía. Por aquí. bajo. Ah. Vale. ¡Ojo! ¿Pero es por aquí? Es que no sé si es por aquí. Buah, espérate, espera, quita. Quita, dejadme en paz. Es que no sé por dónde es. Yo voy a ir profundizando en las catacumbas. Pues no me ha valido de mucho, ¿eh? Pues voy a tener que revisar todo. Madre mía, los que me están siguiendo tú. Ponte el fuego. ¡Oh, Lolo! Pero qué festival, tú. Y no quito una mierda con Geralt, no sé por qué. No quito nada. Hago una puta mierda de daño, tío. Con Ignis sí, pero con la espada no hago nada. Bueno, es que cada vez quedan menos. Llevo ya la mitad de vida, pero cada vez quedan menos, por lo que cada vez me van a quitar menos vida. ¿Solo queda esta? No, queda otra, creo. Ah, no. Cuerda de alambre. A buscar tumba por tumba. La madre que me parió. Va, por Dios. Bueno, después de enfrentarme a 30 seguidas, una tampoco me preocupa demasiado, pero va a ser un coñazo, ¿eh? Ir buscando una por una hasta que, ¿sabes? Guarda la espada. Deja de jugar con las lucecitas, coño. Nada. Uy, este está muy reciente, ¿no? Qué mal rollo. Este está nada. Joder. Me gusta porque si no lo desenvuelves la aparición no sale, ¿sabes? Es como... está atrapada en una tela. ¿Sabes? Esta puedo saquear también. Hombre, esta parece más importante que el resto. No está en un nicho común. No, pues no, era uno normal. Pero, no, me quedan estas dos. Pero, ojo, hay que fijarse porque imagino que no sea... Bueno, será el que a lo mejor llevara el estandarte. No lo sé. A lo mejor un muerto más importante, ¿no? A ver. Abre el regalo. Joder. Os voy a saltar esto, voy a poner cámara rápida o alguna mierda Porque hasta que la encuentre me va a llevar tiempo. ¡Ojo! Que quiero que lo he encontrado. Pues si es aquí, espérate que no os lo voy a saltar. No va a hacer falta la cámara rápida. Pensaba que iba a tardar mucho más. Por favor, dejadme en paz. Interactúa con el muerto. Ah, no, notas del investigador de la cacería salvaje. Ah, pues espérate. Diario, no, era inventario, ¿no? Inventario. Nota... He pasado toda mi vida investigando la cacería salvaje y, sin falsa modestia, puedo afirmar que he leído todo lo que existe sobre el tema. Es más, pude ver la galopada de las apariciones con mis propios ojos en 3 ocasiones. Me las arreglé para realizar mediciones rápidas en el segundo y tercer avistamiento, y examiné concienzudamente el material de observación. Basándome en mis conocimientos y experiencia, llegué a una conclusión categórica. Estoy seguro de que hay una fuerza extraterrestre horrible detrás de la cacería. Una mente completamente desquiciada, pero al fin y al cabo, una mente, no puro caos. Creo firmemente que los jinetes son los emisarios de alguien o algo y sus actos se rigen por un plan. Vale, y ahora yo sigo con mi movida.
Who are you, and what do you seek?
Geralt of Rivia. I seek the standard of the Dun Banner. Who are you?
Eckhart Hennessy, ensign and color-bearer of the Dun Banner, the best force to issue from the land of Kedwen.
Matarte será más fácil.
You may not remember me, but I remember you.
Where from?
I served in the Dun Banner.
Liar.
I fought beneath its standard at Brenna and at Vergen.
The Battle of Brenna. The Nordlings, shoulder to shoulder against the Black Ones. The Redanians, led by De Ruyter on the right. The Talus leading Temeria on the left. A splendid sight, was it not?
Te equivocas, va a ser una pregunta trampa.
You're mistaken. The Redanian regiments were on the left. The Temerians took the center.
Correct. Perhaps
Me lo imaginaba, tío.
Try me again.
Tell me, for this you must know. Who was chief commander of the Nilfgaardians at Brenna?
Uf.
Marcus Brabant.
If not for the beaver cap you wear, I would speak to you no longer. Try once more. Tell me, for this you must know. Who was chief commander of the Nilfgaardians at Brenna?
Menno Cohorn.
I am beginning to believe you. Menno Cohorn, the repulsive head hound of the Nilfgaardian pack, but a great commander. He will again let the Nordlings' blood. Would you agree?
¿Ha muerto?
Your memory has suffered after death. Cohorn perished. At Brenna.
You were vigilant. I could not deceive you.
Because I am of the Dun Banner.
Perhaps you did fight at Brenna. It was so long ago I may have forgotten you. But Vergen is another matter.
I can't answer for the state of your memory.
You were right. Memory often fails us after death. I cringe to admit I've forgotten who commanded the armies during the Battle of Vergen. Perhaps the most important day of my life. And the last. Be so good as to remind me.
Skeltkirk era el de la armadura chunga. Pero Hensel es el rey, pero no el comandante. Deathmall no.
Seltkirk led Eddern. Vandergrift led us.
Well done. Not all know that. Some believe that the kings commanded the armies during the battle, or that their mages did.
Do you believe me yet?
Not yet, but I shall when you tell me how you survived the massacre at Vergen.
¿Me sacó un sacerdote o Stelkirk me perdonó la vida? Me sacó un sacerdote...
Seltkirk spared me.
You lie.
Joder.
You're not of the Dun Banner, and you must die.
Va, por Dios.
How many more can there be?
Falla en el último. Uf, y las otras, una he fallado, pero por el gorro de castor que me dio el otro me la ha perdonado. Pero vamos, y las otras pues un poco de pura potra o usando un poco la lógica. Y un poco de lo que me acordaba. Hostia, coño. Pesado. ¿De dónde? Ya, pero ¿de cuál de todo? Ah, de este. Y dejar la gorra con piel de castor. Vale. Y ahora. Diario. Bueno, ¿qué cojones? Espera, vamos. Zoltan. Pero en cuanto salgamos de aquí vamos a guardar. Vamos a salir lo primero de todo de aquí. Y guardamos. Porque necesito... Zoltan tiene que conseguir la espada. Y conseguir que la otra le dé la lanza. Salimos. Y ahora por aquí guardamos. Y en el siguiente continuaremos. Pero de momento lo voy a dejar por aquí. Así que espero que os haya gustado. Bueno, espérate. Porque tengo que volver a la ciudad. Creo que tengo que volver a la puta ciudad, tío. Bueno, pero lo voy a dejar por aquí igualmente. Si me sale algo de camino de vuelta a la ciudad, que es donde lo voy a dejar, pues os lo pongo. Pero si no, lo voy a dejar por aquí. Así que espero que os haya gustado. Muchas... Por aquí. Gracias por haber estado ahí un día. Sí, por haber estado ahí un día más aguantándome. Y en el próximo continuaremos. Pero de momento... Hasta aquí lo dicho, si me encuentro algo de camino a la ciudad, pues os lo pongo. Si no, pues nada, pero voy a guardar en la ciudad. Así que lo dicho, gracias y hasta luego.